this next song is a song that really means a lot to this band, and it's come to mean different things to us. And I know I've told a lot of you my story, but I'd like to tell it to the people that weren't here the last time we were here. But I feel that it's a story worth resharing because it just shows God's great power. We wrote this song for my mother, who was diagnosed with breast cancer in February of 2010. It's the most aggressive type of breast cancer. They gave her 5 years to live, and basically they said that eventually it was going to spread throughout her whole entire body and slowly eat away at her body until she died. We were doubting for the longest time, and we were scared half to death. I didn't understand why, God. Why would you take my mother away from me? Why would you do this? Well, then, about a month later, my mom got this card in the mail, and they had signed it. And one person looked beside, God is able, and immediately her attitude changed. She knew that God was going to give her miracle, but God had such a greater miracle to offer. She went, started doing her chemo, and after 2 treatments, the chemo shrunk. And the doctors were amazed and said, how is this even possible? You're supposed to go through like 12 treatments. God is able. Well, if that helps you, if that keeps you going, Kelly, we're happy for you. Yes. Well, her hair ended up growing back during the chemo. It fell out and grew back. They don't even know why. She said, God is able again. Amen. Then later on that year, she ended up getting diagnosed with pneumonia and congestive heart failure. Her heart was working from 0 to 5%. They said if she would have waited 1 more hour to go to the hospital, she would have been on the list for a heart transplant. And even when she was in that state, the doctors were crying, saying, we knew that you wanted that miracle. And she looked him straight in the face and said, my God is able to get me out of this. My God is able to heal me. And so she ended up staying in the hospital for a week. And 2 weeks out, her heart was working at 15%. She should have been bedridden. Should have been sicker than a dog. But guess what? She was out mowing the lawn. She was out cleaning. She was doing everything. And they were amazed. They thought, why? Why in the world is this happening? God is able. The biggest thing happened that next year she went in for a mastectomy. They decided to test her cancer again. We don't know why, because we already knew what type of cancer that she had. And when it came back, it was this easy curable cancer. And the doctors were like, there's no way. This is impossible. So they sent it to St. Anne's. They sent it to Jude's. They sent it to Mount Carmel. They sent it to the Ohio State University. And it came back that it was this easy curable cancer. The doctor thought the reason she had all this wrong with her was because I overdosed her. Oh my goodness, what have I done? And then she decided to look at the previous records, and she was diagnosed with the most aggressive breast cancer type. Well, that next visit, my mom comes in. It's just a regular checkup. She comes up to my mom. This woman never believed in God, never had faith in God, but she came up to her and said, Kelly, you know that God you've been telling me about? You know how you've been telling me that He is able to do anything in this world? That God worked a miracle in your life. Everybody on this floor, we're so amazed. We've been the talk of the week, Kelly. We're amazed at how your God was able to do this. I'll bring this before my board of doctors, but you know what? We can test it all that we want, but we know that there's no other explanation except that God worked a miracle. Maybe you're here in your life, and maybe you're feeling like you need that miracle in your life. I know a God that's still a miracle working God to this day. And I want to thank you.